Hello, my name's Trish, and since 2020 I have been on an accelerated style journey. I used to dress like this, and now I dress like this. Not only do I look better, but I feel better. If you want to see the details behind these pieces and this transformation, then subscribe to my channel. I'd really love to have you. And check out this Autumn Essentials video because it's a really good guide to some of the hero pieces in my wardrobe. So how did I find my personal style in such a short amount of time? In this video, I'm going to break it down for you in the hopes that you'll be able to use some of these tips in your own life. I haven't seen a lot of these tips anywhere else, which really surprised me because they really helped me and they were essential for me to be able to build my personal style up from nothing. Before I hit the age of 36, I never used to think about my style or what I wore or how I wanted to project myself in the world even. And those are pretty crucial things. Let's face it, we all have to get dressed every day. So having a personal style gives you the power back. At least that's what I found. When I took control of my style, I took control of my life in a way. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the tips, the tricks, the principles that I used to build cohesive style fast. So let's get started. Tip number 1 is get selfish. Step back, forget about the world, and think about what you want. What do you like? What matters to you? So for me, my starting point was silk shirts, of all things. I really admired Gillian Anderson's character in The Fall, and one of the things I admired about her was the beautiful way she dressed. She wore a lot of silk shirts and it made her look very feminine, very powerful, and I thought it was a really beautiful look. So that was my starting point. And from there, I discovered that not only do I love how silk feels on the body and drapes on the body, but it's also perfect for achieving a kind of more formal tailored look without the discomfort. An absolute win-win. So I started from there and haven't looked back. I added a silk shirt to my wardrobe. This one's from Everlane and it's their clean silk relaxed shirt. They do them in a few different colours and it's part of their essentials range. So whenever they go out of stock, they tend to restock, which is great. And this principle of structure yet comfort is something I've applied to the rest of my closet and has really helped me identify and choose new and replacement pieces. Look at what inspires you. Use Instagram, use Pinterest, use YouTube. YouTube was a great resource that really helped me along my journey as well. There are so many places to find inspiration and I used them all when I was trying to figure out what I loved and how I wanted to project myself into the world. Number 2, your principles are so important. So for me, sustainability is extremely important to me and environmental health. So I ditched all of the plastics and polyester and most of the synthetics that I could out of my wardrobe. It's better for the planet, it's better for my skin, and it's just a win-win. So again, keeping my principles in mind was a really foundational part of building up my wardrobe from scratch and really helped to create a roadmap that allowed me to choose my pieces with a lot more care. And then feel a lot happier about the pieces I did end up choosing and wearing on my body. I do think that when it comes to sustainability and fair labour practices, a lot of brands are still a work in progress, but I do like Cézanne and Everlane and the Curated because they are transparent about their pricing and about their practices. They're transparent about where their factories are. And also they use a lot of natural fabrics in the clothes that they produce, which is really, really important to me. Number 3, and this is so important, is know your body. Ditch the self-hatred. Now, for me, this was easier said than done. But once I embraced the fact that I'm not skinny and I have short legs in comparison to my overall height, then I was able to choose clothes a lot more carefully and find things that looked a lot more flattering on my frame. Facts are not good or evil, they're just facts. And knowing these facts about my body has allowed me to dress myself in a much more effective way. And on that, I've done 2 videos on tips for petites, which I highly recommend you check out. I'll leave them here and in the description box for you as well. But for now, I will just say that discovering high-waisted trousers and long layers, like my trench coat for example, plus a cohesive colour palette did wonders for my style. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. Number 4 is start with the basics. It is so tempting to go for those trend pieces, the colourful pieces, the flamboyant, fur-lined pieces, but it's not a good foundation for personal style. At least that's what I found. When I concentrated on good quality t-shirts, cashmere sweaters, pants in a silhouette that fit me, like the high-waisted trousers that I mentioned earlier, then suddenly my style began looking a whole lot better. When I started adding long layers over these high-quality basics, then my look was transformed and suddenly I had a cohesive style that I'd never had before. Pairing these outfits with great accessories, like a good pair of sunglasses, some beautiful jewellery, and good quality footwear was the icing on the cake and really brought my outfits together in a way that I'd never been able to achieve before. Number 5 is stick to a colour palette. This is the one thing that will make your entire wardrobe look more cohesive with minimum effort. My colour palette is black, white and blue, and I use colours around that range as well, like greys and navies and neutrals. And guess what? It works! I'm at the stage where I can almost get dressed in the dark and I know that I'll have an outfit that looks cohesive with pieces that go together. Number 6 is take videos of yourself. I discovered this by accident when I started my YouTube channel, but when you think about it, outfits are dynamic. They're not static. They move with us on our body as we go through our days. And so for that reason, a video is a far more effective way of seeing exactly how an outfit looks on you than a photograph. So unleash the power of video. Take a short video of yourself to see how an outfit looks on you. It's far more effective than a photograph. And last but not least, your 3 words. If you've applied the principles that I spoke about earlier in this video, then you should now be ready to start thinking about what 3 words epitomize your style. I often see style experts advise that you start with the 3 words, but honestly, starting from scratch as somebody who knew nothing about style and nothing about clothing and nothing about how to dress my body at all, those 3 words were just an aspiration, not a starting point. And I'd recommend that if you're like me and just don't know where to start, leave the 3 words until after you've applied the principles I've already spoken about in this video. And then once you have a good idea about what type of pieces look good on your particular body type, about what your colour palette is, you've taken some videos of yourself so you can kind of see how your outfits look on you. And of course, once you've decided what you love and what makes you happy, then and only then can you go about thinking about, okay, now what 3 words epitomize my style? So for me, I've discovered after a process that's taken the last 18 months that my 3 words are neutral, minimal, and tailored. Now, that may evolve, but I do find it a really useful roadmap when it comes to choosing any new pieces, making new purchases, and overall deciding on how I add anything to my closet. I really hope you enjoyed this video and end up putting some of these principles into practice. If you do, please let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider it. I'd love to have you join our community. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.